If you've ever thought about taking your RV to Quartzsite and doing some dry camping on BLM land in the Arizona desert, but you're not really sure what it's like, you're gonna wanna watch this video, guys, because this is our first time here. We're gonna show you our experience of what it was like to get here, get set up, and hopefully enjoy a few days of camping in the Arizona desert. In this video, we're gonna cover everything you need to consider when deciding whether or not Quartzsite is the right place for you.
Hi guys, if you're new here, welcome to our channel. I'm Tina.
I'm Cory.
We're so glad that you're here to join us. We have been living full-time in our RV for the past year and a half, traveling all around Canada and the US.
Today we're going to show you our experience that we had staying here in Quartzsite, Arizona.
So as you can see, we're here in the desert.
The town of Quartzsite is really small. There's only a few thousand people that live here full time, but every year hundreds of thousands of RVers come to this area and set up camp in the middle of the desert. You have a few different options if you want to come and explore Quartzsite. They do have a few full-service campgrounds, but most people choose to come here and boondock.
So what that means is you're dry camping. You have no hookups, you'll have no electric, no water, or no sewer. You're camping on BLM land, which is Bureau of Land Management. It's free land that's owned by the government. There is different options. You can camp totally for free. However, you won't have any amenities. We chose to stay at the LTVA, which is long-term visitors area. There's several different ones. We're currently in La Posa South, and they have some amenities. There
is a fee involved if you want to do that. We paid $40 for a 2-week pass, or you can purchase a 7-month pass for $180.
So you will be able to fill up your trailer with potable water. There's still no electric, but there's a dump station as well as garbage disposal.
When you first arrive at one of the LTVAs, you're gonna pull up past the check-in and park in the little pull-off area that they have so that you can get out of the way. Then you're gonna walk up to the check-in to get your permit. When we got here at La Posa South, this station was closed, so we had to go across the street to the Tyson Wash station and check in and get a permit over there. If there's an American flag flying at the check-in station, that indicates that that check-in is open. And then once you've got your permit, they'll give you a sticker for your tow vehicle and one for your RV. Then you're just gonna drive in and look for any place that you like that you wanna set up camp. When you first come into La Posa South, the first mile or so of road is paved and it's really nice. But once that pavement ends, the road turns to dirt and it gets a little bit rough.
Especially when you're pulling your big rig, you do feel it, but it's not too bad. There's a couple spots that are really bad, and there's a couple spots where, you know, you can see where there's washes and stuff, so you do have to be careful.
Yeah, there's some spots that we came up to and there was no way we were gonna get through there with the RV.
Yeah, for the most part though, the ground, even though it is dirt and rocks, is very compacted. So, you know, it's not too bad to drive on. It does get very dusty, but other than that, the surface is pretty hard.
We picked this spot and we set up here and we checked the level to see if we needed any leveling blocks before we leveled the RV. And we were absolutely perfectly level. You couldn't have been more level than we were without doing a thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened anywhere, even in, you know, the nicest RV parks. It was crazy because I thought for sure we were gonna need tons of leveling, but no, it was perfect.
The town of Quartzsite is not very big. There are a few gas stations to fill up with fuel. There's a few fast food restaurants. There's a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Carl's Jr.
You're not gonna find any big box stores. Like there's not gonna be a Walmart or a Costco or a Target, nothing like that. If you are looking for a Walmart, the closest Walmart is 40 miles away in Parker, Arizona.
The town does have a small grocery store as well as a marketplace where several vendors have tents set up. And here you can find almost anything you might need for your RV, as well as clothing shops, a hairdresser, and food and drinks. December and January are the coldest months here. We're here in January and the average daytime highs are in the mid 60s. Until today, that hasn't been our experience. We even had a little bit of rain on our first morning. It was a bit of a surprise because we weren't expecting that. It wasn't in the forecast.
Today is actually our third day here, and the weather is absolutely beautiful. The sun is shining, it's nice and warm outside. However, when we first got here, we were just picking this spot, and luckily two of our neighbors that were really nice, they came over to warn us about which way we should actually park our RV because it was going to be extremely windy, which we weren't aware of, and it saved us from a lot of rocking. We were still rocking on the second day because it was quite windy though, but today is just a beautiful day. It's actually the first day that we've been able to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine. The first 2 days we were basically stuck in the RV because it was so windy, and when those winds pick up, the dust picks up. So if you're the kind of person that you have to have your trailer in pristine condition, maybe this isn't the place for you because your RV and your truck are gonna get really dirty.
You are camping in the desert, so it's a pretty barren landscape. There are some cactus and a few desert plants around, but mostly it's just a whole lot of dirt and rocks.
We think it's beautiful though. We have a huge area that there's no one around us. Everybody kind of spreads out. We've got probably 300 feet where there's nobody around us.
And we've had some of the most beautiful sunsets here that we've ever seen, as well as the night sky, which is really dark, so you can see a ton of stars.
At nighttime, it is the quietest place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, our first night it was so quiet we weren't even sure if we would be able to sleep because there was absolutely no noise at all.
It was a little bit eerie the first night, but we slept like babies.
I had the best sleep. I wear a Fitbit watch when I'm sleeping and it gives me a sleep score, and I had the best sleep I've had in a year and a half. So if that tells you anything, you're gonna sleep good when you're here.
I wasn't sure what to expect when we first got here. I was a little bit nervous about, you know, boondocking in the desert. Like, is it safe, whatever, but it's been great.
We're about 1.5 to 2 miles in from the main road into La Posa South, and our cell service has been okay to make phone calls. However, at times when we're trying to stream something on YouTube or Netflix, it can get a bit laggy. If really good Wi-Fi service is important to you, you may want to have Starlink or find some other alternative method of getting your internet.
Yeah, I'm sure if you had a Starlink, the skies are wide open, there's no trees around, so I bet you would get really awesome service. So, would we come back to Quartzsite? What do you think, Cor?
I would love to come back to this area. We have a beautiful setup here. It's really peaceful.
A lot of people don't really like the desert landscape. You know, we had a lot of mixed reviews when we were asking people about whether or not we should come to Quartzsite. A lot of people were like, oh no, I hate it, or what do you want to go there for? But then there was also people that absolutely love it. So it's all in your preference and how you like to camp, right? So I think I would definitely love to come back here. We would want to stay longer. So we have the 2-week pass, however, or the permit. However, we're not going to stay that long. We're probably going to leave in the next day or two because we're headed to Texas where we have family flying in to see us. So we have to be in Texas by a certain time.
If we didn't have a deadline to get to Texas, I think we would probably hang out here for at least another week.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We hope that this video has helped you guys decide whether or not you might want to come here and check this place out. If it's not your thing, we have some other videos that you might want to see to give you some other options of places to check out. You can watch some of those videos over here.
Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to share this video with all your friends and family or anyone that you know that is considering going to Quartzsite. Maybe it'll be able to help them in making up their decision.